Hello children of class 6. Today I am going to do the second part of Matilda Can Do Magic with You. I have already sent the video of the first part to you and I hope you all have seen it. So we had done the chapter till where Matilda tells the teacher that she made the glass tip over. A power came out of her eyes and she kept on looking at the glass and the glass tipped over and it fell on the headmistress's lap. It fell on her lap and the headmistress thought that Matilda is playing a prank and she was very angry and she said she would expel Matilda out of the school. Now, all this she's telling to her class teacher, Miss Honey, because she really trusts her and she's very fond of Miss Honey. But Miss Honey, on hearing all this, she's not ready to believe it and she's quite amazed and she's really looking and she's really staring at Matilda that what is she saying? She just can't believe it that she can do it and a bar can come out of her eyes like this and the glass can tip over. Now I'm going to continue with the chapter after what we did in the first part. Now, yes, Matilda said with my eyes. She said to the teacher, yes, with my eyes. Miss Honey was silent for a moment. She did not think Matilda meant to lie. It was more likely that she was simply allowing her vivid imagination to run away with her. Now she's thinking that Matilda is not telling lies, but it is a vivid imagination. Children have this imagination. They keep thinking about things which are going to happen, and this is the imagination. And they at times they say that yes, they are experiencing it. So this is what the teacher is thinking. You mean you were sitting where you are now and you told the glass to topple over and it did. So Miss Honey is saying, you mean that wherever you are sitting, you were sitting over there now, at that time, and then you told the glass to tip over and it tipped. Something like that, Miss Honey. Yes. So she says, yes, something like that. If you did that, then it's just about the greatest miracle a person has performed in a long time. I did it, Miss Honey. So she says, if you did it, it is a very big miracle and a miracle which no one can do, and you have performed it. So she says, yes, Miss Honey, I have done it. Matilda answers back and she says, yes, Miss, I did it. It is extraordinary, thought Miss Honey. How often small children have flights of fancy like this. She decided to put an end to it as gently as possible. Could you do it again? She asked kindly. So she's thinking that she's just telling like that. And at times, these children, they have flights of fancy. This means a very imaginative idea that may be very difficult to carry out and may not succeed. Children have this imaginative ideas. They think that they are going to do it, but it is not, but they are not successful and they are not able to carry it out. So she says she wanted to put an end to this all argument. So the teacher says, okay, Matilda, now can you please do it again for us? I don't know, Matilda said, but I think I might be able to. So she says, okay, then let's repeat it. Please repeat it and do it. Miss Honey moved the now empty glass to the middle of the table. Should I put water in it? She asked, smiling a little. I don't think it matters, Matilda said. Very well, then go ahead and tip it over. It may take some time. Take all the time you want, Miss Honey said. I'm in no hurry. So Miss Honey said, I'm in no hurry. You can take whatever time you want, okay? And you please make the glass tip over. Matilda, sitting in the second row, about 10 feet away from Miss Honey, put her elbows on the desk and cupped her face in her hands. And this time she gave the order right in the beginning. Tip, glass, tip. Okay, she gave the order just now, right in the beginning. She ordered, but her lips still moved and she made no sound. So that means she did not say it, but she said in her mind and she just kept on looking at the glass. She simply shouted the words inside her head. And now she concentrated the whole of her mind and her brain and her will up into her eyes. And once again, but much more quickly than before, she felt the electricity gathering and the power was beginning to surge. Surge means the power was moving forward suddenly in her eyes. And the hotness was coming into the eyeballs. And then the millions of tiny, and then the millions of tiny invisible arms with hands on them were shooting out towards the glass. And without making any sound at all, she kept shouting inside her head. So she was shouting inside her head. for the glass to go over. She saw it wobble. She saw that the glass was wobbling, that it was moving unsteadily from side to side. Then it tilted, then it toppled right over and fell with a tinkle onto the tabletop. 12 inches from Miss Honey's folded arms. Okay, so all these instructions she was giving in her mind, and what happened? Then suddenly the glass, it fell over with a tinkle on the tabletop, and it was 12 inches away from Miss Honey's arms. Miss Honey's mouth dropped open and her eyes stretched so wide. You could see the whites all round. Now, naturally, she could not believe it. This was really a miracle. This was very extraordinary. She's sitting in one place, the girl, and she's ordering the glass to fall without making any sound. And all this she's doing in her mind. So now she had really done it in front of the teacher. So she was really very, very surprised. She didn't say a word. Who didn't say a word? The teacher. She couldn't. The shock of seeing the miracle performed had struck her dumb. She gaped at her glass, leaning well away from it now as though it may be a dangerous thing. Then slowly she lifted her head and looked at Matilda. She saw the child white in the face, as white as paper, trembling all over, the eyes glazed, staring straight ahead and seeing nothing. The whole face was transfigured, the eyes round and bright, and she was sitting there speechless because she had also performed the miracle. She had put the spar into the glass, so her face had become very white and she was trembling. Matilda was trembling. Miss Honey waited, trembling a little herself and watching the child as she slowly stirred. Stirred means she moved. And then suddenly, click went her face into a look of almost angelic calm. I'm all right, she said and smiled. Okay, Matilda, she smiled and she said, I'm all right. I'm quite all right, Miss Honey, so don't be alarmed. So she says, Miss Honey, I'm all right. Please don't be alarmed. And I've done it. And she had performed the miracle in front of Miss Honey. You seemed so far away, Miss Honey whispered, awestruck. Miss Honey is awestruck. She's filled with feelings of admiration and respect for her, and she's really surprised. And she tells Matilda that when you were performing this miracle, it seemed as you were far away in some other world. Oh, I was. I was flying past the stars on silver wings, Matilda said. It was wonderful. So Matilda says, it seemed as if I was flying past on silver wings and it was really wonderful. Miss Honey was still gazing at the child in absolute wonderness, as though she were the creation, the beginning of the world, the first morning. Okay, so the teacher is really awestruck and she's really surprised, and she has seen the miracle being performed in front of her. So she's really looking at Matilda and she's thinking that she is the best creation in the world. She's the beginning of the world or the first morning. It went much quicker this time, Matilda said quietly. It's not possible, Miss Honey was gasping. I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it. She closed her eyes and kept them closed for quite a while. And when she opened them again, it seemed as though she had gathered herself together. Would you like to come back and have tea at my cottage? She asked. Oh, I'd love to, Matilda said. So now she invited Matilda for tea at her cottage. Good, collect your things and I'll meet you outside in a couple of minutes. You won't tell anyone about this thing and that I did, will you, Miss Honey? Now she has done this miracle and she's telling Miss Honey, I hope you will not tell anyone about this thing which I have done. I won't dream of it, Miss Honey said. So Miss Honey is very loyal. She is very kind also, and she keeps secrets. So that is why Matilda shared the secret with her. So she says, Miss, I hope you will not tell this to anyone. So she says, I will not even dream of it. And so she had seen the miracle being performed, and now she had invited Matilda to her cottage for tea. So children, I hope you all understood. And in short, it's saying that children are very innocent. And now she did not believe in her parents, Matilda, but she believed in the teacher. She trusted the teacher because the teacher really gave her respect. She believed her. And that is why she told her secret to the teacher. So please enjoy the video and go through it and you will understand it. Bye bye and stay safe.